Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Texans going up against the Bears. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal of this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into this.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Miller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. how do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys, and if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They go play action here on first down. Backing up to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets. On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pick. Defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
False start, offense.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Brand 38.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hey, got three. Let's go. Brand 38.
He'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Second down now after the incompletion. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs,
and the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it's 4th down.
putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Texans under third-year head coach Bill O'Brien. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. And we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. To throw is Osweiler. And he comes back with one complete.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. He's got time. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. They set themselves behind the chains. Tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
Never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the...
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Holding offense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Let's go!
A second down carry for Irvin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing, Osweiler, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
2nd down following the incompletion. Osweiler hands to Irvin. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Irvin on the carry. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting to throw. Back to throw here. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, 45 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Osweiler dumps it off for Irvin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Give him a couple on the catch in 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. To throw again, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure...
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Personal foul. Placement.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 2. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll throw now on the final play. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Texans open up on offense. Hopkins the catch over the middle, and he'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. Continuing on the drive, the pass will be completed on the slant, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Late in the first quarter, Hopkins is deep down the field where he'll make the catch, and he ends up at the 29-yard line before he stopped on the play. Texans would later turn it over on an interception. Bears line up at the 46. Out of the shotgun, pass will be completed. And 46 yards later, he's going in for the score. Bears go up by 3.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Osweiler surveying the field. Look at the time. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It's fielded at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's...
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. Now Osweiler on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, Osweiler. That one complete to Anderson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, Irvin. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Osweiler. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Anderson's got it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Illegal block in the ball. Offense.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. The throw on first down with Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again, Osweiler. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll run with Irvin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Right back to Irvin. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it either.
So on 4th down. Out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points went on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Chicago first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they try the right side here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a pressure spot now for Connor Barth. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Barth puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Return team.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Osweiler on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Tyler Irvin. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Play action. Now Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that, and that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. DJ Reader in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the ball.
On first down, Osweiler. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Payton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. Oh, he bowls over it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 54 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And how about that giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Dumps it off for Irvin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, here's Osweiler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just run a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
And he comes back with one complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Going on fourth, it's Irvin. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your...